To produce WaterWorks, project organizers Jim Madden, myself Mary Ellen Strom, and Dee Dee Taylor are putting together teams of people who are invested in critical environmental research, conservation efforts, cultural history, art production, and public planning. Producing this video deepened our research and helped us to further understand the perspectives of the stakeholders in the Gallatin watershed. We are happy to introduce them to you now.
This is the reason. It was for the Lakota, it was the Fat Valley. For other nations, it was the Valley of the Flowers. There's many names for the Gallatin Valley in different native languages, but all the native nations would love to come to this area because of the abundance of food and water and everything you needed for a good, fat life. I really like the idea that you're using this curve, the watershed, coming from Highlight Canyon, the city.
So, City of Bozeman is a headwaters community. We are in the headwaters of the Upper Missouri River Basin, so there is no upstream for us. The sources of supply that we have available to us are finite and actually are projected to decline over time due to shifts in precipitation patterns and changes in climate.
You know, we're going to continue to grow a lot. We're probably going to double from 100,000 people to 200,000 people in just the next generation. So it's going to be crucial that we come together as communities within the Gallatin Valley to plan for a future that saves our most precious assets.
As a city boy, it has been a really fascinating experience coming to understand how passionate many folks from the agricultural community are about being good stewards of the land and being some of our original conservationists. Engendering that understanding is a really important thing for the future of our community as we face growth challenges.
Droughts usually last longer than a year cycle. It's something that doesn't just quit and go away. So that's a huge impact on our ability to make it throughout the year. The drought cycles seem to be coming at a more frequent rate.
In my experience, growing up in my culture, water has always held a position of kind of power and importance, and we honor it, in different ways. We're in a situation now in this part of the country where these long-term droughts are sort of upon us, and the instability of the weather and whatnot has put us in a pretty precarious position.
I always go to the headwaters for prayers and energy.